All right, we're gonna talk about assignment fees. So in the investor world, as far as like when we're assigning projects or contracts, it's a very common thing that happens. So basically what happens is someone sees a house on the street corner and they contract that house, and not always do they want to finish the project off. So if they contract, I call it A to B, the original contract, A to B. So I'm a buyer, I contract to buy your house. That's an A to B contract. And so what you're gonna see is that contract will go from B to C, C to D, D to E, very, very often. So it'll get assigned out several times. Some people are just in the business of doing that. So if you're wanting to get into real estate and you don't have money, it's a great way to get money without having any skin in the game as far as taking the property down. So assignment fees are very big, they're very popular, and it happens quite often in the real estate world. So most of the transactions I do in the wholesale world, they do have assignment fees. So someone ties up the contract from the seller A to B, and their intention from day one when they tie it up with the seller is to grab that contract and assign it out. For instance, say that someone tied it up for $250,000, the A to B contract's $250,000. They then go start marketing the contract for $260,000, $270,000, and someone says, hey, I'll take that for $270,000. So they have the original contract for $250,000, and then they send an assignment contract over to someone for $270,000. And so at the closing table, they're gonna collect $20,000 of an assignment, and they literally didn't have any skin in the game. Most of the time, they do actually have to send in an EMD or earnest money deposit to secure that A to B contract, but they will get that back with their assignment fee, $20,000 assignment fee if they assigned the $250,000 for $270,000. Plus they will get their, if it's $5,000 earnest money, their $5,000 earnest money back. So they're getting $25,000 at closing, they're up $20,000. So it happens all the time. It's a very normal thing. Just make sure you're doing good business. Give the seller a good price for their property. Most of these properties, they're distressed. They need a lot of work. They can't just hire a realtor to go list the property, because most realtors in the shape that they're in will probably say, hey, I'm just not gonna be able to sell that very well. And they don't know what to do with that, right? Most retail realtors, they like a clean product. They like a product that is ready to list and bring buyers through. It's not occupied, showings are easy. These are properties that need a lot of work. You know, sometimes hundreds of thousands of dollars, and sometimes 100,000, sometimes 50,000, just depends. Assignment fees in the investor world are very popular, they happen. It's a great way to go make some money. In real estate, if you don't have money, tie up a contract for a great price that makes sense for the buyer and for the seller. Go and start marketing that contract for $5,000, $10,000, $15,000 more, and go make yourself a little chunk of change without closing on it. Assign the contract out. So that's an assignment. Hope that helps you guys understand what an assignment fee is, an assignment contract is. If you have any questions, reach out to me. Happy to help. Thank you.